They watch you, they measure you, they speak your name like it's a label already written in stone. But here's the truth. They don't know who you are. No law, no rule, no judge or system has the power to cage the energy that lives inside your mind, the force that doesn't bend to definitions or expectations. You are not a case file. You are not a number in their ledger. You are a storm they can sense but cannot touch, a shadow moving between the lines they try so desperately to draw. Every time they attempt to define you, you grow beyond their reach, becoming a presence they can feel but never fully understand. They are certain about others, comfortable with the neat boxes of right and wrong. But you are the ambiguity they fear, the question that doesn't have an answer. This is the moment to realize that their struggle is your power. They hesitate, they fumble, they glance at each other for answers that do not exist. And while they search for control, you are already steps ahead, already reshaping the world in ways they cannot follow. Every whisper about you in corridors of authority is proof. You are not just uncontainable, you are unknowable. They call it criminal, they call it reckless, they call it genius. They don't know. And in that confusion, in that fear of the undefined, is where your dominance lives. If this message hits something deep inside you, pause for a moment and feel it. Let it sink in that no one can limit the fire inside your mind. And if it moves you, if it awakens a part of you that refuses to be tamed, then I want you to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel when they try to define you. Let me know what it feels like to be untouchable, to exist outside their boxes. Your voice matters in this space because every like, every comment, every share is a spark, a signal that the world cannot label the ones who refuse to be labeled. This isn't just a speech. It's a declaration that you are more than what they can measure, more than what they can understand. Remember, they see your actions and try to force them into a narrative. They look for patterns. They analyze your moves. They attempt to frame your choices as something comprehensible. But the reality is, your mind moves on a plane they cannot reach. Every calculated step they misread, every strategy they underestimate, feeds the aura of unpredictability that surrounds you. They do not realize that their confusion is your weapon, that every hesitation on their part is a doorway to your expansion. They try to label you, but labels are chains, and you do not wear chains. You are fluid, intelligent, and relentless, navigating spaces where their rules have no meaning. They try to pin you down with their words, with their judgments, with their so-called evidence of who you are. But you are a riddle wrapped in shadows, a force that refuses to be confined. Each time they think they understand you, each time they believe they've mapped your limits, you move into spaces they cannot predict, thinking in dimensions that escape their logic. They are like fishermen casting nets into an ocean, hoping to capture a storm. And you are the storm. They struggle because the rules they depend on are not meant to hold the extraordinary. The ordinary is their comfort. The exceptional is their nightmare. You exist in that nightmare, and you wear it like armor. And here's what most people don't tell you. The world is desperate to categorize, to label, to name and control everything it sees. But every person who refuses to fit their boxes becomes a mirror they cannot face. You are that mirror. They see a reflection of chaos, brilliance, and unpredictability, and in that reflection, they see fear. This is why they stumble, why they question, why they hesitate. They cannot decide if you are criminal or masterminded, if you are reckless or calculated. They cannot name you, and in their inability, you thrive. You do not need their approval, their definitions, or their understanding. Their struggle is not your weakness, it is your playground. Understand this clearly. The moment you stop seeking their permission, the moment you stop asking for validation from those who cannot perceive your magnitude, you unlock a power they cannot measure. The authorities, the judges, the systems, they are not your judges. They are observers struggling to comprehend a spectrum that they were never equipped to see. And as long as you continue to exist outside their understanding, you will always be free. The labels they desperately try to affix are like chains made of smoke. They vanish the moment you move. They cannot hold you, and that is where your strength lies. And imagine this: every challenge they throw, every attempt to define you, every scrutiny, every question, it all fuels you. It sharpens your mind. It hones your instincts. While they debate whether you belong to the categories they know, you are building something they cannot predict. You are crafting strategies in shadows, walking paths that no rulebook anticipates. And as they falter in their attempts to classify you, your vision grows clearer, your ambition sharper, your presence unstoppable. Some will tell you to conform, to follow the expected path, to make yourself understandable. Ignore them. They are not leaders, not pioneers, not the ones who shape history. They are the followers who fear what they cannot grasp. You are not meant to fit into the world they understand. You are meant to create, to disrupt, to move in realms they cannot enter. Every time they struggle to label you, every time they hesitate to pass judgment, remember, this is your domain. Their confusion is your advantage. Their doubt is your fuel. And their inability to name you is the loudest declaration of your freedom. You must understand that their uncertainty is not accidental. It is proof of your existence beyond their comprehension. Every time a judge hesitates, every time an authority falters in defining you, that pause is your victory. They look at your choices and see chaos. Yet in that chaos lies order only you can perceive. They see rebellion, yet within it pulses a discipline they cannot map. They want certainty, structure, boundaries, but you do not exist within such limitations. You are a phenomenon, a force whose trajectory they can sense but never capture. And in that gap, in that space of hesitation and fear, you find clarity, strength, and purpose. Do not waste your energy seeking their approval. They are too small to measure what you are. Their struggle to label you, criminal, mastermind, outlier, is a reflection of their own fear. They are terrified of the uncontainable because it challenges everything they rely on. And while they fumble with definitions, you move freely, unmeasured, untamed, building a reality that they cannot predict. Every strategy you devise, every step you take, every shadow you pass through without their understanding is a declaration. You belong to no one, you answer to no one, and no system can claim you. When you feel the weight of their scrutiny, when you feel the invisible chains of expectation trying to wrap around you, remember this: chains only exist where belief in them exists. They believe in the power of labels, and that is their illusion. You, however, exist beyond illusion. You have the vision to see paths they cannot, the intellect to solve puzzles they cannot even perceive, the courage to walk where they dare not follow. This is the essence of mastery, not a title they give you, but the reality you live because you refuse to be contained. There is an energy in knowing that the world struggles to define you. Let it feed you. Let it sharpen your instincts. Every doubt they cast, every glance of confusion, every whisper of, "We cannot understand them," it is fuel. It is fuel for your mind, for your ambition, for your relentless forward motion. While they debate, you act. While they pause, you advance. And the more they attempt to classify, control, or judge, the more your freedom multiplies. They cannot stop a mind that refuses to be contained. They cannot cage someone who has already escaped their maps. You may hear voices of caution, of doubt, from those who fear the unknown. Ignore them. The people who fear what you are will try to anchor you. But anchors only hold the anchored, not the storm. You are the storm. You are the question they cannot answer. You are the force that does not require labels. And as you continue to move, to think, to create beyond their understanding, you will see it clearly. Their struggle is your signature. Their hesitation is your echo. And their inability to define you is the loudest affirmation of your existence. History remembers the ones they could not name, the forces they could not grasp, the minds too vast to contain. You are walking that path. You are shaping your own reality in ways they cannot predict, cannot judge, and cannot stop. Let their confusion strengthen you. Let their attempts at definition sharpen you. And let your own understanding of your power guide you. Because those who cannot define you do not diminish you. They reveal you. And in that revelation, you are unstoppable, undeniable, unbreakable. They think rules can define you. They think laws can contain you. They think titles, judgments, and decisions can assign your place in the world. But you are a question without answer, a force without boundaries, a mind without a cage. Every time they attempt to reduce you to something simple, something understandable, you multiply into something far more complex, far more formidable. Their hesitation, their doubt, their fear of labeling you, it is the clearest proof that you are beyond them. You exist on a plane they cannot measure, moving through shadows they cannot enter, thinking in ways that break every model they rely on. And in that space, in that freedom, you become unstoppable. There is a thrill in realizing that your existence defies understanding. Every glance, every whisper, every moment of scrutiny aimed at you is wasted energy because it cannot reach you. You are not just uncontainable, you are unknowable. And unknowable is power. It is the power to walk into a world of rules and leave them irrelevant, to move through structures built to confine others while remaining untouched, to make decisions in silence while the world debates your intentions. Authority fears this because it cannot control it cannot define it, and it cannot replicate it. That fear is your battlefield, and every step you take in it is victory. Do not let anyone fool you into thinking labels are anything but illusions. They are mirrors reflecting their own limitations. Every attempt they make to define you, criminal, mastermind, rebel, genius, is an admission. They cannot contain what you are, and that is your advantage. Let it drive you forward. Let it sharpen your resolve. Let it push you into territories where they cannot follow. Their confusion is the landscape upon which you build your empire. Their hesitation is the doorway through which you step into power. And every time they pause, every time they question, every time they falter, you advance, unbound, unstoppable, untouchable. You are not here to be understood. You are not here to be approved. You are here to exist in the full power of your mind and your ambition, to carve a path that no system, no judge, no authority can anticipate or halt. And as you walk that path, as you move through the shadows and the doubts of those who cannot define you, understand this: their inability to name you is your signal, your confirmation, your declaration. You are beyond them. You are larger than their definitions, stronger than their structures, freer than their expectations. There is a profound darkness in the realization that you alone hold the keys to your world. And yet in that darkness, there is unmatched clarity. Every hesitation from authority, every faltering attempt to categorize, every glimpse of doubt in their eyes, it is a map for you, a guide for your next move. Their confusion is your compass, and their fear is your fuel. Move swiftly, move deliberately, and move where they cannot follow. Your mastery does not require their understanding. Your power does not require their approval. And the more they struggle to pin you down, the more unstoppable you become. So rise beyond their definitions, rise beyond their fear, rise into the space they cannot measure, the realm they cannot control, the force they cannot name. And when they look at you, when they hesitate, when they question, smile quietly, because their confusion is your victory, their struggle is your battlefield, and their inability to label you is the ultimate declaration of your power. You are the storm, the question, the force they cannot touch. You are untouchable, uncontainable, and unforgettable. They cannot touch you, they cannot measure you, they cannot even begin to understand the scope of what moves inside your mind. Authority trembles in the presence of those they cannot define, and you, quietly, deliberately, are the embodiment of that terror. Every system they have built to contain others, every rule, every law, every expectation, they crumble against your existence because you are not built to comply. You are built to transcend. You are built to occupy spaces they cannot even perceive, to operate in dimensions they cannot map, to move with precision in the shadows they cannot enter. And in that movement, in that quiet, relentless progression, lies the deepest strength they will never know. There is a lesson hidden in their confusion, a truth wrapped in their inability to label you. Clarity is born in the dark, freedom is forged in the impossible, and mastery grows where others falter. Do not seek to explain yourself to them. Do not waste your power defending what cannot be contained. They do not matter. Their judgments are chains they wear themselves, illusions of control that vanish the moment you refuse to believe in them. You do not need approval, because your existence is proof of authority's failure. Every hesitation they display, every doubt that flickers across their faces, every attempt to define you, they are all monuments to your power. Let them build those monuments, walk past them, move beyond them, be the force that cannot be boxed. Think about this for a moment. Every time they struggle to name you, they reveal their own fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of intelligence unbound, fear of creativity without limit, fear of strength they cannot measure. And you, calm, deliberate, unstoppable, you are their proof that the world contains more than they can hold. Let that knowledge sit heavy in your chest. Let it burn. Let it ignite every corner of your ambition. Because the moment you accept that no one can contain you, the moment you embrace that you will never fit the boxes others draw, is the moment your power becomes absolute. They want to judge, to label, to confine. But your mind is already elsewhere. You think in ways they cannot perceive. You move in ways they cannot track. You create in spaces they cannot reach. And while they are lost in their rules, their systems, their limitations, you are already sculpting reality in your image. This is the ultimate victory. Not confrontation, not chaos, but quiet, deliberate, unstoppable transcendence. They debate what you are while you quietly build what you will become. They cannot name you, and in that impossibility, you are free. And let us be clear, this freedom is not granted, it is claimed. It is not found in the approval of others, It is forged in the relentless pursuit of your own vision. Authority cannot give it to you. Law cannot grant it. Judgment cannot define it. It is yours alone. And every attempt to stop you, to pin you down, to categorize you, only proves the scale of your impact. They struggle because they are trying to control what is uncontrollable. They fail because they are trying to define what is undefinable. And you succeed because you never sought their permission, because you never waited for their understanding, because you exist entirely on your own terms. This is the moment to take that understanding deeper, to let it settle into every fiber of your being. You are the question that has no answer. You are the force that bends, twists, and reshapes everything around it. You are the mind that refuses simplicity, the presence that refuses containment, the fire that cannot be smothered. And as you walk through life, as you navigate the gaze of the confused, the judgmental, the fearful, remember this: their inability to label you is not your problem. It is your triumph. Their hesitation is not your obstacle. It is your roadmap. Their fear is not your enemy. It is the fuel that powers your rise. Rise with it. Let every doubt from the outside world, every struggle for definition, every misread glance, every whispered attempt at containment drive you further. Move with intent, move with clarity, move with the knowledge that no one can define you, that no one can stop you, and that the path you are walking belongs only to you. Let the authorities stumble, let the judges hesitate, let the world fumble in confusion, because in that moment you are unstoppable. Do not shrink from the darkness they fear. Step into it. Own it. Let it sharpen your instincts, awaken your strategies, and clarify your vision. You are not here to be understood. You are not here to be contained. You are here to dominate the spaces they cannot reach, to operate beyond their maps, to live beyond their comprehension. And in doing so, you carve a legacy that no label, no system, no authority can touch. They may try to name you, criminal, mastermind, rebel. But the truth is, you are beyond naming. You are beyond definition. You are beyond their world. And when the time comes, when the moment arrives that others look at you and falter, when the authorities and the judges stumble over what they cannot define, smile quietly, because that is your victory. Every pause, every hesitation, every whispered question about what you are, that is proof. Proof that you have transcended, proof that you have mastered, proof that you are untouchable. And in that proof lies your ultimate freedom. Freedom from expectation, freedom from control, freedom from definition. Walk boldly into it, move deliberately through it, and never ever allow anyone to tell you what you are or what you can become. You are the storm, you are the shadow, you are the question that cannot be answered. You are the force they cannot contain. And in that truth, you are unstoppable, undeniable, unbreakable. Every system they erect, every rule they enforce, every boundary they draw, they are illusions against the weight of your mind. They cannot predict you. They cannot follow you. They cannot cage the force that thinks in dimensions they will never understand. And in their attempts, in their fumbling, in their hesitation, they reveal their own weakness. Every struggle they have to label you, every debate about what you are, is proof that you are beyond them. You are a presence that cannot be charted, a mind that cannot be contained, a force that cannot be stopped. And when they look at you with confusion, when they glance at each other for answers that do not exist, smile quietly, because that is the sound of victory echoing in silence. You must understand the gravity of this. Their inability to define you is the very measure of your strength. Others might fear chaos, but you are not chaos. You are a plan they cannot read, a calculation they cannot grasp, a vision they cannot predict. And every moment they hesitate is a moment you claim as your own. Every shadow they cast is one you step through with clarity. Every rule they use to try to hold you is one you move beyond, without effort. This is the art of being untouchable, the mastery of existing outside definition, the power of being unknowable. You do not need their recognition. You do not need their judgment. You do not need their understanding. Their labels, their titles, their classifications are nothing but echoes of their fear. And fear is the most powerful compass for someone like you. Let it guide you, let it sharpen you, let it remind you that the world is not yours to fit into, it is yours to shape. While they struggle to categorize you, you are already rewriting the rules, moving through life in ways they cannot anticipate, designing strategies they cannot foresee, and achieving victories that they will never comprehend. Feel the weight of it. Every time they falter in their judgment, every time they debate who you are, every time they hesitate to label you, feel it. That hesitation is a spotlight on your freedom, a confirmation of your power, a signal that you exist in realms they cannot enter. Do not shrink from it. Do not apologize for it. Do not hide from it. Walk boldly, move deliberately, and let every pause, every doubt, every moment of uncertainty be a reminder that you are beyond measure, beyond judgment, beyond control. The beauty of being unlabelable is in the clarity it brings. The world wants simplicity, wants boundaries, wants predictability. You provide none of it. You are unpredictable by design, unknowable by nature, unstoppable by consequence. Every attempt to define you fails, because your existence is a riddle they cannot solve, a phenomenon they cannot touch, a force they cannot contain. And in that failure you find the ultimate freedom. Freedom to create, freedom to think, freedom to act without the weight of expectation or control. Rise with that knowledge. Let it burn in your chest, fuel in your veins, fire in your mind. Every step you take, every choice you make, every shadow you move through should remind you, they cannot touch you, they cannot label you, they cannot stop you. And as they stumble, as they hesitate, as they question, you move forward, deliberate, unstoppable, untouchable. Your power grows in silence. Your mastery expands in shadow. Your presence dominates where they cannot follow. Remember this, above all else, being unlabelable is not just survival. It is dominance. It is the ability to exist in the gaps they cannot perceive, to operate in spaces they cannot anticipate, to achieve victories they cannot even imagine. While they debate, you execute. While they falter, you advance. While they struggle, you conquer. Their hesitation, their doubt, their inability to define you, it is your roadmap, your fuel, your declaration. And when the dust settles, when the echoes fade, when history looks back, it will not remember their labels. It will remember you. And so, step fully into it. Walk in the silence of your own clarity. Move through the shadows with deliberate intent. Create without limits. Think without boundaries. Rise beyond their understanding. And know this, every moment they cannot define you. Every second they hesitate. Every glance of confusion in their eyes. That is your victory. That is your legacy. That is the power of being untouchable, of being uncontainable, of being unknowable. You are the storm. You are the shadow. You are the force that moves unseen, unstoppable, undeniable. You are the mind that cannot be read, the presence that cannot be contained, the vision that cannot be predicted. And in that truth, in that clarity, in that dark, unshakable power, You are free. You are dominant. You are eternal. You are unlabelable. Feel it now, the weight of a world that cannot define you. Every attempt to categorize, every glance of confusion, every law, every expectation, they crumble against your presence. You are not here to be measured. You are not here to be understood. You exist in the spaces they cannot reach, in the dimensions they cannot perceive, in the possibilities they cannot imagine. And in those spaces, in those dimensions, in those possibilities, you are limitless. Their struggle is not your obstacle. Their inability to label you is not a warning. It is your declaration. Their confusion is your signature, a mark of power that no system, no judge, no authority can erase. Rise into that knowledge. Let it sink into your bones, into your mind, into the very way you move through the world. Let every hesitation from the outside become fuel. Let every misstep they make in trying to define you become a reminder of your freedom. Let every whisper of doubt, every glance of uncertainty, every pause in judgment, let it remind you the power of the unlabelable is absolute. And while they search for answers, while they try to contain what cannot be contained, you are already creating, already advancing, already thriving. You are untouchable. You are unstoppable. You are undeniable. Think of their confusion as a map. Every misread glance, every misjudged move, every attempt to define you, it points the way forward. Every struggle they have is proof of a space you occupy that no one else can. Every moment of hesitation they reveal is an opportunity for you to move faster, to think deeper, to act sharper. Their inability to understand you is not a problem, it is a resource. It is the energy that drives your rise, the mirror reflecting your power, the measure of your mastery. And in that mastery, you are free. Walk in that freedom. Move in that clarity. Create in that darkness. The world will never be able to define you, because your mind is too vast, your vision too complex, your presence too overwhelming. And as they try, as they fumble, as they falter, let it remind you, their hesitation is your victory, their confusion is your proof, their struggle is your domain. Every authority, every system, every expectation, they are shadows of a world that cannot touch you. Step into the light of your own understanding and dominate it. Let this truth echo in your mind. No one can predict you. No one can contain you. No one can name you. They will debate whether you are genius or reckless, criminal or mastermind. But the truth is, you exist beyond their comprehension. You move beyond their control. You act beyond their expectations. And in that existence, in that freedom, in that mastery, you become unstoppable. Their fear becomes your guide. Their doubt becomes your fuel. Their hesitation becomes your roadmap. And the more they attempt to define you, the stronger you grow, the clearer your vision becomes, the more undeniable your presence is. Do not apologize for it. Do not shy away from it. Do not seek their approval or understanding. You are not a reflection of their limitations. You are the reality that proves their limitations exist. And the more they struggle, the more they fail. The more they hesitate, the more your power expands. Every label they try to impose, every judgment they attempt to cast, every definition they try to write, all of it is smoke. It vanishes the moment you step forward, deliberate, unstoppable, untouchable. Feel it now, the clarity, the energy, the inevitability. Every time they look at you, every time they pause, every time they question, every time they hesitate, they are witnessing a force beyond their control. And that force is you. That power is yours. That freedom is yours. Every step you take, every decision you make, every shadow you move through, every plan you execute, they cannot touch it. They cannot stop it. They cannot define it. And in that realization, in that certainty, you become more than human. You become untouchable. You become uncontainable. You become unforgettable. Rise fully into it. Let the world's inability to understand you be the drumbeat to which you move. Let their hesitation be the rhythm guiding your steps. Let their confusion be the wind that pushes your sails. You do not exist to be understood. You exist to be experienced, to be felt, to leave a mark that cannot be erased. And when they look at you, when they fumble, when they doubt, smile quietly, because that is the sound of your freedom, the echo of your power, the proof of your mastery. You are not a puzzle for them to solve. You are not a problem for them to fix. You are not a shadow for them to chase. You are a storm. You are a question. You are a force that moves unseen, unstoppable, undeniable. And in that truth, in that power, in that clarity, you are eternal. You are unlabelable. You are beyond their world. You are beyond their control. You are beyond expectation. Every attempt to understand you is doomed before it begins. Every rule, every law, every expectation, they are obstacles only to those who consent to be contained. You do not consent. You do not bend. You do not pause. The authorities, the judges, the systems, they fumble in your shadow because they cannot measure the breadth of your mind. They hesitate because they cannot anticipate the depth of your strategy. They search for labels, criminal, mastermind, reckless, genius, but you are beyond their alphabet, beyond their comprehension, beyond every system they rely on. And in that space of incomprehensibility, in that vastness they cannot touch, your power grows. Every hesitation they reveal is a confirmation. Every struggle they show is proof. Every question they cannot answer is your dominion. There is a clarity in understanding that being unlabelable is not a weakness. It is the ultimate weapon. They want certainty, predictability, boundaries. You provide none of it. You are a storm contained in thought, a shadow that moves ahead of itself, a presence that lives in dimensions they cannot enter. And as they fumble, as they doubt, as they question, you do not stop. You advance. You create. You master. Every move they fail to predict is a victory. Every pause in judgment is a doorway. Every moment of their hesitation is a signal that you exist beyond measure.